Yeah, we've got March's PlayStation Plus game catalog for March 2025. We're going to take a look at the games, we're going to watch some of the trailers and talk about what the games are all about. But before we do, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and please okay. We cover tech and gaming on this channel every day, and I'd appreciate if you come join us. Join by clicking subscribe. And also check the links down below for some really cool tech deals. $10 off your first Instacart order, as well as all the tech that I use. Probiotics, the best coffee, mushroom coffee. Check it out. But let's get into it without further ado. Please like and let me know what your favorite games are in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this month's games. Let's talk about it. So here we have it. So our games are UFC 5, pretty awesome. I've always wanted to play a UFC game. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Captain Tsubasa, and The Rise of the New Champions, and more. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at some of the trailers and see if any of these games are worth downloading this month. So let's talk about UFC 5. So this comes from Sony's blog. So what makes an MMA fight? It's the stakes, technique, drama, and pure reality of the moment. And UFC 5 captures that in more authentic detail than ever before. From next-gen graphic upgrades that give animations new life, damage systems that marry the brutality and strategy of the fight game, gameplay updates that make the action feel even more fluid and realistic, and much more. Powered by Frostbite Engine's advanced rendering capabilities, that's the same engine that runs Battlefield, your favorite fighters now have unparalleled character likenesses to complement next-level environment fidelity that'll make their walk to the octagon feel like a pay-per-view main event. And as you can see, it looks pretty damn cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to knock chunks out of other fighters, right? That looks, oh my god, dude, that looks amazing. This is definitely a must download for me. And next up, we have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, enter a mythological Persia-inspired world in the grip of a corrupting curse, boasting a striking, stylish new aesthetic. This thrilling action-adventure introduces a brand new prince. As sword-wielding prodigy Sargon, you'll combine acrobatic combat with extraordinary time powers and super abilities to navigate diverse biomes filled with time-corrupted enemies and mythological beasts. It's time to write a new legend. Now, that looks pretty damn good. I mean, Prince of Persia has always been a good franchise, and this is another must download for me. Now we're looking at Captain Tsubasa: The Rise of New Champions. It's a PS4 game. Let's take a look at this. So based on the globally beloved anime series, Captain Tsubasa: Rise of Champions is an arcade soccer game bringing a refreshing look to the genre with exhilarating action and non-stop over-the-top shots. Create your own characters with new skills and abilities and build your dream team to play offline or online. And if you want a real taste of the world, 2 story modes are available. Episode Tsubasa lets you experience the events as seen in the anime, and Episode New Hero is a brand new original story. So this definitely looks pretty good. I am not massive into anime, although I want to get into it more. I've watched a couple of animes, and yeah, I may give this a play. I mean, it's PlayStation Plus, right? Why not? What have you got to lose? Next, we have Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy Standard Edition. This is a PS4, PS5 game. So Universal Century 0079, flowers bloom even in the flames of war. In order to break through the deteriorating war situation in the North American continent, the Noise Fairy, a secret unit under the direct control of Caecilia of the Principality of Zeon and led by Alma, is pushing forward in the 1-year war against the Earth Federation forces. Grasp the unshakable bonds between comrades in this epic single-player battle action game. Now, that looks pretty good. Now, let's talk about Action Paradise, or Arcade Paradise, my bad. Arcade Paradise, let's see what this is about. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I covered that. I thought I'd maybe paused, but Arcade Paradise, let's read that again. So go from rags to riches in this 90s retro arcade and light management sim combo, originally released in 2022. Rebel against your father's wishes. Create a games arcade to give the sleepy town of Grindstone something to really get excited about. Take on the role of Ashley and manage the day-to-day tasks of running the family laundromat. Wash rags, invest your profits, and build your very own arcade paradise. The more arcade cabinets you install, the more players will spend, with over 35 fully playable games to unlock. But remember, you don't have time to just stand around and setting the highest scores. You have an arcade to run and manage and profits to make, right? You're building a business. It's a shame that these probably aren't based off of real games. They're probably fictional games, but they look like they're inspired by real arcade cabinets, which is cool. So that seems like a pretty interesting game. Let's take a look at the next one. So next up, we have Bang on Balls Chronicles. So it's a PS4, PS5 game. Become Bob, a reckless, bouncy hero, embarking on a quest of epic adventures and chaos. Bang on Balls Chronicles is a glorious, bouncy 3D platforming and combat game inspired by some of the best in the genre. Bounce between multiple, slightly inaccurate, historically themed open worlds, each with their own unique mechanics, items, and enemies in single player, 2-player split screen, and online co-op up to 4 players. Roll into jam-packed open worlds that let you explore and utterly smash them to pieces in the process. And next up, we have You Suck at Parking. So You Suck at Parking, PS4, PS5, prepare to take part in the world's most extreme parking experience in You Suck at Parking. The only game where your driving skills aren't as important as your parallel parking skills. Race against the clock to yank your handbrake in over 700 or 270 wild levels with ever-increasing difficulty. Going furiously fast to the designated parking spot will not only ensure you remain extremely cool, calm, and collected, but unlock cool new customization options to pimp your ride with. That's pretty cool. Next, we have Siberia, The World Before, PS4, PS5. Unravel the intertwined fates of Kate Walker, a New York attorney whose life was turned around by the call to adventure. And Dana Rose, a young and promising pianist in Vegan whose career is threatened by the shadow of the Second World War. Siberia, The World Before is the culminating point of the late Benoit Sokal steampunk and wondrous universe after the 2 Siberia games in the early 2000s, now considered point-and-click classics, and the 3rd installment of the series in 2017. Siberia is back in all its glory with a brand new story that can be played independently and with modern graphics. That seems pretty interesting too. Now for the next games, we're just going to bash through them and take a look at the blog basically, so I don't have to get the trailers up for these ones. So we've got Arcade Paradise VR. It's a PSVR 2 game. In fact, you know what, let me just pull up the trailer. So Enter the World, or the Virtual Realm, in Arcade Paradise VR. It's a PSVR 2 title. We love PSVR games being released. It was released last year, transporting us back to 1993 for an all-new immersive experience oozing with retro-fueled gaming nostalgia. This PSVR 2 title, released last year, transports you back to 1993 for a new immersive experience oozing with retro-fueled gaming nostalgia. Okay, they posted that twice. Taking you on an empowering journey from rags to riches, Arcade Paradise is an adventure and light management sim combination game that will transform the decrepit King Wash laundromat into a thriving business. So it's basically the same game we were talking about before, the Arcade Paradise game, but it's in VR, so you're getting to play it in VR, which is pretty cool. Wash toilets in VR. If only they could pay us to do it. Now let's move on to the next game. Armored Core, PS4, PS5. So the very first entry to From Software's now iconic Armored Core franchise came out in 1997 on the original PlayStation. The world has fallen to ruin in an all-out war known as the Great Destruction, with countries and governments extinct and humankind driven to underground cities. Corporations soon ignite a vicious battle to reinstate the surface, and plays Raven, a mercenary piloting the humanoid war machine Armored Core AC, and carry out a variety of missions, choose and freely combined from a huge number of parts, including head, core, arms, legs, and weapons, to create your own original mech before taking it into combat. I used to love the original Armored Core, but sadly I think that was the only one I've ever played. Let me know if I'm missing out on a lot with this franchise. Like I said, I love the original game on PS1, but that's all I played. So let me know if you need to catch up with Armored Core, because it does look pretty cool. The newer ones at least do. Next, we have Armored Core Project Phantasma, released in the same year in Japan in 1998 and in North America on the original PlayStation. Armored Core Project Phantasma, from Software's second entry in the mech action and customization series, when tasked with infiltrating the subterranean urban complex Amber Crown, the player encounters another Raven by the name of Sumika Jutalainen. Her mission is to take down the enigmatic Doomsday organization, and she enlists the player's help as the two push further into the complex. And lastly, I'm not going to play the trailer for this one. Lastly, we have the Armored Core Master of Arena, the third entry in the series that came on the PlayStation 2 years later in 1999 with the help of operator Lena Nielsen. The player becomes a Raven and carries out a variety of missions as they seek revenge for the loss of their family at the hands of Hustler 1, the top-ranked Raven and pilot of the infamous 9-ball AC. Armored Core. Players will also encounter the arena where their skills are put to the test and against numerous Armored Core pilots. So there we go. That was a bit of a stretch, but that's a lot of games. That's a lot of the games you're going to be seeing for the month of March in 2025 on PlayStation and PlayStation Plus Premium. So there we go, guys. Let me know if you're excited about any of these games, which ones you have fond memories of, perhaps maybe the Armored Core franchise. Let me know if I'm missing out on a lot. I don't even know if I complete the campaign for the first Armored Core. I might have to get that booted up on the Steam Deck. Anyways, have a wonderful day. I'm Blaze2K. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and check the links down below in the video description for some really cool tech deals. Everything I use on my setup, as well as the best coffee, best TV, best probiotics, as well as a list of the best tech you can get hands down. I've collated it into a nice little Amazon list for you to peruse at your own leisure. Anyways, I'm Blaze. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Keep gaming.